the US intervenes in China's Bitcoin hack in an unintentional gift. The long sheds of North America's largest Bitcoin mine appear endless in the Texas sun, crammed with the type of machinery that has helped the US become the new global center for the digital currency. The facility in the sleepy town of Rockdale was part of a thriving US industry bolstered by Beijing's stepped-up crypto crackdown, which drove the industry west. According to experts, the US's rule of law and cheap electricity appealed to Bitcoin miners, whose energy-guzzling computers compete to unlock units of the currency. A lot of competitors are relocating to Texas because they see the same thing we did when we arrived, said Chad Everett Harris, CEO of Miner Whinstone, which manages Riot Blockchain's Rockdale facility in the United States. China was undisputedly the center of crypto mining in September 2019, accounting for nearly two-thirds of global capacity, but Beijing declared all cryptocurrency transactions illegal this month as it prepares to launch its own. According to figures released Wednesday by the University of Cambridge, activity in the United States nearly quadrupled in the 4 months ending in August, increasing the country's market share to 35.4%. Samir Tabar, Bit Digital's chief strategy officer, said the company began withdrawing from China in 2020 and accelerated the process as the crackdown grew more severe. They are headquartered in the United States and Canada. China's ban on Bitcoin mining was essentially an unintended gift to the US, he explained. As a result of their ban, an entire sector, including invention, labor, and machinery, relocated to North America. A democratic government, a legal system, and the ability to protect one's property rights are just a few of the primary reasons that people flock to the United States. If you're going to make long-term investments and contribute to a country's wealth creation, you need to have some faith that your money will not be taken away by the government, said David Yamak, a crypto expert at New York University. He predicted that the migration to the United States would be temporary, pointing to areas such as the Nordic countries, which have inexpensive and abundant renewable energy as well as plenty of cold weather to cool the hot mining machines. The steady growth of mining operations in the United States has stoked environmental concerns about the industry's enormous annual electricity consumption, more than the Philippines consumes in a year, according to the Washington Newsday Brief, a DC-based daily newspaper. Is Polygon MATIC making a comeback? Is $2 on the way? This week, Polygon announced an increase in gas fees, which resulted in a dramatic drop in the price. Despite this, the cryptocurrency has recovered 28% in the last 24 hours, rising from $1.25 to $1.60. The increase occurred following Outbit's announcement that MATIC coin was now available for purchase and trading. The price increased from approximately $1.23 to $1.63, but then stabilized and is currently declining. The average price of gas on Polygon has risen to nearly 56 kwai. Although the increase in commission was staggering, it was still significantly less expensive than conducting a transaction on Layer 1 Ethereum, which costs tens of dollars rather than a fifth of a penny. The resistance level for the token following the $1.65 mark, according to Pivot Point's research, is $2. However, if the stock reverses to the downside, sellers may run into resistance near $1.30 or $1. Additionally, when compared to the preceding several months, the daily chart demonstrates a significant increase in volume. Additionally, the $1.65 breakout may attract additional buyers. MATIC is currently trading at $1.55, up 0.7% over the last 24 hours. According to a survey, crypto traders are most bullish on Polygon and other cryptocurrencies. The Real Vision Exchange crypto survey is designed to gauge investor sentiment by having participants scan 30 tokens and determine whether they should be considered overweight or underweight. The survey was conducted by Real Vision Bot, which was created by 2 independent coders and aided by macro master Raul Pal. According to vote results from the first 2 days of this week, traders prefer an overweight portfolio of smart contract platforms Polkadot, DOT, and Solana, SOL, as well as Ethereum scaling solution Polygon MATIC. Due to the increased price levels, the one-day Polygon Price Analysis forecasts an uptrend for the day. This has proven to be quite beneficial for the coin's overall value, as the price has also surpassed $1.45. The bullish wave is strengthening as more pressure is applied from the buyer's side. NFT Mania has arrived in Bollywood. As cryptocurrency fever sweeps the country, India's entertainment industry and Bollywood stars are looking to cash in by launching their own non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. We've seen more new NFT launches from the media and entertainment industries in the last week, even as one crypto exchange paused its campaign with a Bollywood superstar. We'll get into this later, along with the most recent bumps and developments in the journey of IPO-bound startups. Bollywood makes a splash with NFTs. Crypto has gone mainstream, and DeFi is quickly gaining traction in the Indian blockchain industry, but the latest trend in the Indian blockchain industry is NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. Even Bollywood stars have jumped on board by the dozens. In the last week, actor Salman Khan announced that he would be launching NFTs through Britcoin, an Ethereum-based marketplace. An NFT is a digital asset that represents real-world objects or parts of objects such as art, music, in-game items, and videos for the uninitiated. These, like any other item, can be bought and sold online, and the majority of NFT marketplaces are built around cryptocurrency and tokens, as well as a blockchain network. NFTs, as explained by NFT Malayali co-founder Melvin Thomby at the Crypto Summit, are providing a new avenue for Indian artists and creators to gain exposure and income. It also enables many popular entertainment copyright holders to cash in on the craze by offering their IP as NFT assets. Only in June of this year did India see the launch of its first NFT marketplace, Wazir X, which is owned by Binance. In addition to Britcoin and Collection, several marketplaces have emerged as a result of the NFT explosion, including Wall.app, BeyondLife.club, Rario, NFTately, CricketCrazy.io, and Vibraniums. Britcoin, founded by filmmaker Atul Agnihotri, allows fans to mint NFTs of film clips and stills, iconic dialogues, posters, unseen footage, social media content, and merchandise. Clients include Arbaz Khan Productions, Sohail Khan Productions, and Nikhil Namit's Real Life Productions, with films under their banners already available on Polygon. Sunil Shetty, a Bollywood actor, is another supporter of NFTs. Shetty is an investor and advisor for Collection, an NFT marketplace on the Polygon network that is similar to Britcoin but also focuses on sports. Cricketers such as VVS Laxman, Sunil Gavaskar, Zaheer Khan, and others have flocked to the NFT. Superstars like Amitabh Bachchan and Sunny Leone, as well as singer Kailash Kher, have joined the NFT hype train. As we previously reported, actor Kunal Kapoor, as well as the founders of Nazara and Unacademy, have backed Polygon-powered NFTately. Other NFT marketplaces have used well-known celebrities to attract attention. Bachchan, for example, has partnered with BeyondLife.club, and his NFT collection will be available in November. Leone will debut her NFT collection on Mint Drops, a company based in Silicon Valley. But here's the thing about NFTs, it's not as simple as flooding the market and hoping fans will buy it and stick with it for nostalgia value. The NFT craze began as art, which is more or less timeless in nature. In many cases, it is also regarded as an investment. However, in the film industry, what was popular yesterday is forgotten tomorrow. A Salman Khan or Amitabh Bachchan NFT is simply not guaranteed to be valuable in the long run. Bachchan, interestingly, was the subject of another crypto-related development. CoinDCX has paused its ad campaign with Bachchan due to a lack of clarity on the regulatory and policy framework surrounding crypto assets and investments. Counter for Indian startup funding. Typically, the holiday season sees a slowdown in deals as fundraising takes a back seat and the focus shifts to capitalizing on increased consumer and business spending. In the previous week, the Indian startup ecosystem raised $667.5 million across 26 transactions, which is roughly half of the funding raised the previous week. Total funding in 2021 is approaching $32 billion, but this year's total is already comfortably ahead of funding raised in 2019 and 2020 combined. That's a record-breaking pace. In the spotlight, holiday sales begin with a bang. The first week of online festive sales by e-commerce giants, between October 3rd and October 10th, increased by 23% in 2021 compared to the previous year. According to Red Seer, brands sold $4.6 billion in goods online. IPO corner for Indian startups. The IPO season is in full swing, with new developments being announced on a daily basis. Here's a quick rundown. The IPO run of OYO has encountered a major stumbling block in the form of Zostel and Joe Rooms. The latter has requested that the proposed OYO public offering be halted by SEBI. The unicorn of e-commerce Snapdeal has increased its ESOP pool by 151% ahead of its IPO, just 2 weeks after increasing its authorized share capital from 16.8 crore Indian rupees to 206.08 crore Indian rupees. According to Inc42, beauty and lifestyle marketplace Nykaa has received approval for its 4,000 crore Indian rupee IPO, which is set to hit the public markets in the next 10 days. Even as IPO-bound MobiKwik entered the Unicorn Club this week, the RBI is still investigating the company for a massive data leak earlier this year that affected over 11 million users. However, as a result of the company's funding round, the prices of its unlisted shares increased by 8%. Delivery has appointed new independent directors Kalpana Moparia, Ramesh Sopti, and Saugata Gupta ahead of its initial public offering. Uniswap Price Analysis, UNI/USD is attempting to break through the $32 and $34 barrier levels. Today's Uniswap Price Analysis is optimistic, as the previous swing high was broken earlier today, and bullish momentum is continuing to push the price higher. As a result, we anticipate further upside in UNI/USD during the next 24 hours. Uniswap prices surpassed the prior high of $27 earlier today. This came as a result of the price failing to sustain yesterday's high of $25.70. When viewed in context, this is really a modest correction inside an ongoing rise. As a result, we anticipate UNI/USD to continue its upward trend today. Following that, resistance is located at $28.50. This will require strong purchasing momentum to overcome, as it has already prevented price from being rejected twice. However, if bulls succeed in pushing prices over this level, it will confirm more gains towards the $32 to $34 resistance zone, which was the year's key high. Price movement of Uniswap in the previous 24 hours. After a brief pullback overnight, Uniswap surpasses $27. Over the previous 24 hours, the USD/USD pair has traded in a range of $25.52 to $27.89, indicating considerable market volatility. Trading volume has decreased by 8.73% to $533 million, while the market capitalization is around $16.9 billion, placing the coin in 11th place. On the hourly chart, we can see that prices are trading within an ascending channel, which will likely act as support during the next market retracement. However, there is significant resistance at $27.50, which has kept prices in the channel's bottom region for almost a week. Price momentum is still bullish at the moment, indicating that buyers remain in charge. As a result, we anticipate a positive market during the next 24 hours. Moving averages and trend lines on the UNI/USD 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that the price of Uniswap continues to grow, implying that it will hit $28.50 later today. After breaking through a big downward trend line earlier today, the price is now confronted with another substantial downward trend line, red-dashed. However, we anticipate that it will be violated during the day. As a result, we are searching for opportunities to buy on any retracement of the break above this trend line. Buyers will almost certainly attack the area around $32, a strong resistance level, if they break above the declining trend line. We anticipate that purchasing momentum will continue to build if prices manage to trade above this level. The RSI has not yet reached overbought levels, indicating that buyers have additional momentum to push prices higher. Yesterday, a retracement to $25.50 occurred, followed by overnight consolidation, signaling that a new high had been established. Today, the price of Uniswap increased again, surpassing the prior resistance level of $27. In general, we think that UNI/USD will continue to increase over the next 24 hours, breaking above $28.50. Conclusions on the Uniswap price analysis. On a breach of the present negative trend line, we will search for bullish confirmation. If this occurs, we would anticipate that buying momentum will continue to push prices higher towards the $32 and $34 resistance zones. This is why industry experts predict GameFi will be the future of DeFi. GameFi was established to serve as a one-stop shop for blockchain enthusiasts and investors. Many insiders in the gaming business compare the game finance environment to DeFi. In a recent podcast, Kieran Warwick, co-founder of gaming platform Illuvium, discussed how GameFi will do versus DeFi. He argued that DeFi's addressable market is constrained by population. On the other hand, he stated, "Our addressable market, which is approximately 3 billion individuals, is the DeFi game." He noted that approximately half of the world's population is active in gaming, despite the fact that many people criticize DeFi as being too complicated. Additionally, Warwick believed that introducing people to the crypto realm through companies like Axie Infinity was an opportunity. In relation to new investors, he stated, "I believe it is simply a matter of bringing them in. They're going to begin adopting crypto without even recognizing it." As a result, he anticipated that gaming will prevail in the short run due to increased participation in the indie games category. DeFi, on the other hand, will take over in a longer length of time. Gabby Dizon of Yield Guild also believes that DeFi and GameFi go hand in hand in this context. He stated, "DeFi is the financialization of games, while GameFi is the financialization of finance." Additionally, he stated that integrating the two will result in a play-to-earn model and a metaverse in which players own assets across several gaming experiences. By 2025, some estimates place the metaverse universe's market capitalization at around $300 billion. Adoption and neighborhood. According to some, such as Bryce Johnson of Loot Squad, DeFi will rely on gaming to ensure long-term viability. This simply means that gaming may serve as an introduction for many individuals prior to their first banking experience. With an estimated 41.9 million gamers owning Bitcoin, the gaming sector is gaining traction. The crypto gaming business is expected to generate $321 million in revenue by 2020. In the future, a recent estimate predicted that the global gaming sector will reach approximately $178 billion in value by 2021. On the other hand, the DeFi industry is currently worth close to $95 billion. However, the DeFi industry's growth forecasts are exponential, with some projecting that it would reach $1 trillion by next year. Funding. Meanwhile, institutional investors' desire for crypto assets, particularly in the DeFi market, is expanding. According to Blockdata data, blockchain startups in general have attracted the highest amounts of venture capital funding in 2021. Axie Infinity, a game startup, raised $152 million in investment this month. Prior to that, Wobi Ventures announced the establishment of a $10 million fund for GameFi projects. Roadmap. Johnson stated that while the gaming industry will see new entries in the near future, there will be no winners or losers. That could change in the next 2 decades, he suggested, with certain blue-chip corporations. Dizon, on the other hand, believes that the future of labor will take place in the metaverse. Overall, industry experts appear upbeat about Axie's future prospects. Additionally, the advent of players such as Microsoft, Xbox, Twitch, G2A, and other non-financial trading sites has increased competitiveness. While firms such as Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained, and CropBytes have grown in popularity. Mark Cuban will not invest in Bitcoin ETFs, rather, he will purchase BTC directly. Mark Cuban, owner of the NBA team Dallas Mavericks, has said no to investing in Bitcoin-based exchange-traded funds, ETFs, one of which is expected to begin trading in the United States next week. The Shark Tank star sees no reason to invest in a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, stating that he can purchase the cryptocurrency directly. Mark Cuban opposes a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Mark Cuban, host of Shark Tank and owner of the NBA team Dallas Mavericks, has expressed his thoughts on the much-hyped Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs. While the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has not yet approved a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, ETF, the country's first Bitcoin futures ETF might begin trading as soon as next week. Cuban, on the other hand, has no plans to invest in a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund or a Bitcoin futures ETF when they begin trading on an American market. When asked whether he intends to invest in any Bitcoin-based ETF during a Friday interview with CNBC, the Shark Tank celebrity responded bluntly, "No. No. I am able to purchase BTC immediately." Cuban has been active in the cryptocurrency area for some time. He previously referred to Bitcoin as greater gold than gold because to the cryptocurrency's algorithmic scarcity, viewing it as a store of value rather than a currency. In April, he stated, "It is for this reason that I own Bitcoin and have never sold it." Additionally, the Dallas Mavericks owner previously disclosed his investments in Ether, ETH, Dogecoin, DOGE, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and a number of blockchain startups. He, along with Tesla CEO Elon Musk, believes that Dogecoin is the strongest cryptocurrency for payment purposes. Cuban believes that cryptocurrency legislation is confusing and has publicly criticized the SEC for having an enforcement-first strategy to regulating the crypto business. The issue is not that people seek out gray zones, the issue is that there are rarely established regulations. Litigation-based regulation traps everyone who cannot afford a lawyer, accountant, or advisor, he observed. While Bitcoin ETFs based on futures provide investors with exposure to the cryptocurrency market without actually owning any coins, Todd Rosenbluth, CFRA's Director of ETF and Mutual Fund Research, explained. The price of the ETF will differ from the price of Bitcoin. As such, it is likely more suitable for short-term exposure than for long-term buy-and-hold investing. Britcoin, an economic boost for the United Kingdom? Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, have become a focal point of attention for a number of governments, as their integration has the potential to radically alter existing payment ecosystems globally. CBDCs are administered by national central banks, and only 5 nations have implemented their own versions of these digital currencies thus far, with another 14 undergoing experimental programs. In April 2021, Chancellor of the Exchequer Rishi Sunak announced the formation of a task team comprised of representatives from the UK's central bank and the Treasury to examine the benefits, practicalities, and risks associated with deploying a CBDC. While the people dubbed the CBDC Britcoin, the moniker is unlikely to stick if the UK does truly issue a CBDC. To deploy Britcoin successfully, new government financial policies, legislation, and supporting technology would need to be devised, a task that would not be easy. The Governor of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, is not a fervent advocate of Bitcoin since he believes the crypto asset has no intrinsic worth. CBDCs, on the other hand, have a number of potential benefits that have the potential to change the global payment system, not just in the UK. That is why 81 countries are currently contemplating the establishment of a CBDC. At the time, the Bank of England solely issues banknotes. The introduction of a digital pound with a stable store of value will enable the public to transact in a digital representation of the pound sterling. Currently, whether you pay with a card or a payment processing platform such as Google Pay or Amazon Pay, you are transferring money from one bank account to another. The possible advantages of a CBDC in the United Kingdom. The UK is not the first country to pursue research and development of a CBDC, but it is not an easy task, and many governments, particularly those in Europe, are walking carefully in this area. The UK has an advantage in this area due to its more flexible legislative approach. Britcoin's introduction could have a number of benefits for the public. The task force is presently investigating all options. They must assess all potential consequences of the implementation of a CBDC and its potential popularity in order to avoid a repeat of the El Salvador situation. The first benefit that springs to mind is a cost savings for businesses, particularly in the area of credit card transactions. Due to the fact that a digital pound is written in code, you can use a smart contract to attach conditions to a payment. You might send money to your child with the restriction that it cannot be spent on chocolate. Similarly, a transaction can be configured to execute when a specified condition is met, such as when a sale occurs. Payment automation, fee reduction, programmable payments, payment execution speed, and a solution for the unbanked are just some of the possible benefits of adopting a CBDC in the UK. While legislators may have difficulty predicting the possible popularity of a CBDC upon its debut, the numerous benefits it may provide are likely to ensure its acceptance. CBDC will strengthen the UK's financial position on the global stage. By utilising a CBDC, the UK would be able to reduce the risk of financial crime while also increasing the speed and cost of transaction settlement. Additionally, it would create numerous opportunities for the country's macroeconomic management to improve. Having said that, maintaining a respectable distance while monitoring the public's financial actions appears to be a prudent course of action. Any new form of technology has a number of advantages and disadvantages, and no one wants their privacy invaded. China is currently positioned as a possible global leader in CBDC technology and is well ahead of the rest of the world in the race to define the future of money. The US is far behind, and as a global leader in traditional finance, the country risks falling farther behind in the fight for the digital economy if China continues to make enormous progress. It is obvious that Asian countries will seek China's advice. Along with Sweden, the UK is set to be a leader in Europe. While several countries are currently ahead of the UK in implementing CBDCs, it is anticipated that European countries will seek expertise and financial infrastructure from the UK. Given the US's and China's respective GDP rankings, the US is more likely to partner with the UK. Having said that, I believe the UK will proceed cautiously and closely study the worldwide impact of CBDCs before taking any measures towards introducing one. China is making significant strides towards commercialization of its CBDC technology, and the UK may follow suit if China is successful. Conclusion. To conclude, it is now quite evident that digital currencies are here to stay. London is one of the world's most prosperous financial centres, which puts the Bank of England and the UK Treasury in a favourable position to pursue Britcoin adoption. If executed properly, this move has the potential to boost the UK's prosperity and position it as the world's second largest CBDC market, behind China. While the significance of CBDC technology is obvious to all, only those who actively pursue its implementation will be recognized as world leaders in financial infrastructure in the near future. The UK possesses the necessary tools to make it work. All that is required now is diligent application and widespread public backing. What is a Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF? Explanation of significance. Bitcoin ETFs will enable investors to trade cryptocurrency without owning any. The US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is anticipated to approve Bitcoin Exchange Traded Funds, ETFs, as soon as next week. What is a Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF? An ETF is a type of mutual fund that tracks the price of a certain asset, in this example, Bitcoin, on an open market exchange such as the NYSE or LSE. Investors do not need to purchase the cryptocurrency or fuss with setting up a wallet. All they need to do is locate an ETF fund that invests in it. Naturally, there are drawbacks, such as management fees payable to the investment business. Additionally, because ETFs are not entirely comprised of Bitcoin, they may be erroneous. This also means that traders will be unable to exchange the ETF for alternative cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum or Litecoin. How do Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, work? EFTs are often composed of numerous different stocks to mitigate trading risk. Due to the fact that each EFT may contain any number of equities, investors will not suffer a significant loss if one of the stocks crashes. The others should attempt to mitigate the negative impact of that single bad trade. All Bitcoin EFTs would do is replicate the cryptocurrency's price without physically purchasing any. Because ETF investors would not be investing directly in Bitcoin, they will not be subject to the cryptocurrency's rigorous storage and security processes. Additionally, EFTs can be tax efficient. Due to the uncontrolled and decentralized nature of Bitcoin, the vast majority of the world's tax havens and pension funds will refrain from purchasing it. However, because Bitcoin EFTs are traded on established exchanges that are regulated by the SEC, they qualify for tax efficiency. Are ETFs to blame for the rise in Bitcoin's price? For the first time since April, Bitcoin has surpassed the $60,000 mark. The recent increases come as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, indicated it was on the verge of approving the first Bitcoin futures early next week, according to The Independent. Other cryptocurrencies, like as Ethereum, Binance Coin, and Ripple, have all had price increases of between 5% and 10% in the last week, the site claims. According to some analysts, the end of the year will be record-breaking, with one price prediction model predicting Bitcoin would achieve a new all-time high by November. Bitcoin, according to the same model, is expected to reach 6 digits in 2021. Valve discontinues blockchain games and advises users not to post content on cryptocurrencies or non-fungible tokens. From Steam's perspective, items have worth, and they do not allow items to have real-world value on their platform, one game creator alleged. Valve, a video game company, has advised players that no content involving cryptocurrencies or non-fungible tokens will be permitted on its Steam marketplace. Steam has modified its criteria for what material artists are authorized to publish on the platform, as revealed by game developer Space Pirate on October 14. According to Steam, no blockchain-based applications that issue or enable the exchange of cryptocurrencies or NFTs are permitted throughout the partner onboarding process. The rule is accompanied by standards forbidding hate speech, sexually explicit imagery, and libelous or defamatory claims. Though the new policy appears to prohibit all traditional games from having content on crypto or NFTs, it has apparently also prevented blockchain game makers from publishing to the site. Space Pirate announced the removal of their Age of Rust game, with more expected to follow. From Steam's perspective, items have worth, and they do not allow items to have real-world value on their platform, the developer explained. While I appreciate their decision, I feel that NFTs and blockchain-based games are the way of the future. Valve may suffer financial consequences from the move as blockchain-based games gain popularity. According to a recent analysis from DappRadar, the total number of unique active wallets associated with gaming decentralized applications surpassed 754,000 in Q3 2021. Numerous blockchain games allow players to earn real-world token prizes and exchange in-game NFTs, perhaps paving the way for broader crypto acceptance. Valve Corporation, on the other hand, has already focused on cryptocurrency and blockchain on its Steam marketplace. The corporation withdrew a game in 2018 that reportedly exploited users' PCs to mine cryptocurrency. Valve stated in 2016 that it will take Bitcoin, BTC, payments but eventually discontinued the practice due to high costs and volatility. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.